Hola, buenas tardes. Estamos de nuevo en la Casa Verde. Hoy tenemos con nosotros a Anne, que es una peregrina que nos ha venido desde Sudáfrica y nos ha recordado, nosotros no la recordábamos, que es la segunda vez que está aquí, la segunda vez que viene a la Casa Verde. Pero ahora mismo, mientras preparábamos mínimamente la entrevista, resulta que Anne me dice que es su tercer camino de Santiago. Y yo no puedo resistir la tentación de entrevistarla en nuestro canal para preguntarle por qué. ¿Por qué una mujer de Sudáfrica, con lo grande que es África, con todos los sitios que hay para caminar, decide venir al Camino de Santiago no una vez, no dos, sino tres? Anne.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm very well. I've walked 230 kilometers, no, 260 now, of my third Camino, and I'm feeling strong.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I'm going to be doing the Primitivo. I'm
Okay.
moving on to the Primitivo now.
I told you before
Yes.
to start
Yes.
that we love the people and we love the philosophy,
Yeah.
and we are always again and again
Yes.
making us three really important questions that we know we will never know the really what is the true, but I would like to ask to you,
Yes.
who is Anne?
Yeah. Anne is a mother, a wife, and
A mother, a wife.
A mother and a wife. But
Okay.
I am also, in my life, I'm a psychologist who works with children, and
Psychologist.
and I give a lot to the people around me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the Camino is an opportunity for me to withdraw and to go into Anne, to find equilibrium, to find balance, to be with God, and it just gives me that opportunity to do that, especially because I'm doing what I love, which is walking.
You love walking.
I love walking. So, the combination is fantastic. What I love about the Camino, and, why the Camino, and, there are lots of beautiful places to walk in my own country, but, I will go for a day, go out, come back. And this continuous waking up in the morning, putting on the same clothes, and walking to, maybe I've given it some thought about where I'm going to be walking to, but I know that there'll be a place for me to stay. I don't have to think about anything else. That rhythm is just wonderful for me. I don't have to worry about where the path is a lot of the time. Sometimes you do, because you get lost. But, every now and again, those yellow arrows or the shells come up and on track. And so there's that rhythm, that opportunity to think, to just be, to not think, the beauty, it's in my blood. As I think you said.
This is your way.
This is my way. And I think you said, because I don't understand Spanish, but this is my third Camino, and it gets into my blood. After the first time I did the Camino Frances, I just knew I was going to have to come back and do another one, and so I came back and did the Del Norte. Yeah. And when I got back from the Del Norte, I changed my email address to keep a Camino Dream 3. And now Camino Dream 3 is doing
Camino.
the third Camino.
The third. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to return for you. For
Yes.
you, you start to speak about you're a wife, you are a mother.
Yes.
How many children
Yeah.
you have?
I've got 3 children.
Three children.
Yeah. And I started walking actually after my youngest child left school. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a busy time. I was a mother and working full time,
Yeah, I can
and
imagine.
a wife, and so being on the Camino meant that people only met Anne.
Yeah,
And
only Anne.
Anne, yeah,
Only
and
Anne.
that was very freeing,
Yeah.
for to interact with people as Anne, not as somebody else's mother, sister,
Okay, yeah,
wife.
I can
Yeah,
understand. It's
and
only Anne.
Anne, yes,
Anne in a way.
yes, absolutely, and it's very freeing actually to be able
You
to do that, and
you can feel free
yeah,
walking.
yeah, and the interaction with people
Yeah.
is wonderful, and meeting people from all over the world. Each Camino, I've met somebody whom I've made a connection with and kept those connections going.
Yes.
So it's very special.
Um, uh, you told you are a psychology for children.
Yes,
You told
I work
that can
mainly
be
with
that,
children.
yeah, that can be very beautiful, but sometimes very hard.
Yeah. So it is hard work, and
hard
it's one's giving a lot,
Yeah.
and kind of managing. I do social skills with some children, and therapy and assessment, and it's giving. So
Yeah.
there comes a point at which I need to be topped up and filled,
Yeah.
so that I can carry on giving.
Yeah.
And this is my way of topping myself up. Yeah. So you might see me again for
Yeah,
Camino Dream 4.
I hope.
Yeah.
And I hope I can be here, and I hope I can recognize you. I'm sorry because
No, that's okay.
the point is
You see so many pilgrims coming through.
a lot of a few days ago I thought about I checked my books and I think around 20,000.
Really? 20,000?
I'm here 17 years.
Wow.
And it's around 20,000 peregrines or different
Really?
kinds of
Yeah.
travelers or these kind of things.
Yes.
The last 2 years with the pandemic was really hard.
Yeah.
But the year before we counted here around 50 different nationalities.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
incredible.
but I'm sure in your fourth Camino I will recognize you, and I hope I can interview you again. But right now I would like to speak about the future.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people speak about the Camino.
Yes.
It's like an allegory of the life. Now you are walking to Santiago, but I would like to ask, what is your way in your life?
Yeah.
What is?
I mentioned the fact that coming on the Camino helps to recenter, and one of the things about the Camino is that your life is reduced down to the bare essentials. Two sets of clothing, a bed to sleep on, and some food at the end of the day, and those are the essentials, and company with people, and slowly as one gets back into life, you start accumulating and adding in all the unnecessaries.
Yeah.
And so, I guess that's part of the reason why I come back, is to recenter, to remind myself about what is essential. And
What is essential?
yeah.
And about this, I think my last sentence, because
Yes.
I know you want to get up really early.
Yes.
You like to walk in really in the morning,
Yes.
and I don't want you
Yeah.
spend too much time with
Yes.
me. But I need to make you one question. I thought when you
Yeah.
was speaking a few moments ago. I listened a few times about the true one of the truths you can find in the way is the really essential things, the things that you only need, really need, is three questions: is food, drink, and sleep in a safe place.
Yes. Yes.
But you spoke about the company,
Yes.
like a psychology.
Yes.
Do you think
Yeah.
the people, the humans, need other humans
Yes.
for to sociality?
Yes.
This is essential.
Yeah. It is, but at the same time, for me, the withdrawing and the being alone, most of the time I walk on my own. So my rhythm is to walk on my own and to withdraw and to be, in my head and my heart. But the connection with people that happens at night at the albergues is also part of that. It really is. And it's interesting because the last time I did the Camino del Norte, there were far fewer people in actual fact on the way, especially in the second half. And there were many days when I didn't see anybody, and even in the evening didn't interact. And that was interesting in actual fact. I then had to draw hugely on my own resources. But it did help me to understand how important that connection is. And, even if it's a brief connection with somebody, you're not going to see again because we've walked at different places and to different places. There's that connection with another human person and their humanity. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And it was really a pleasure spending a few time with you. I hope the best for you, the best of your way. And in Spanish we say, te deseo lo mejor y que mis ojos lo vean. I wish you the best.
Yes.
And my eyes can see it.
Lovely.
I hope you can do your fourth Camino, and I stay here when you do it.
It's been fabulous to be back. Actually, I remember in such detail this albergue, and in fact, I had an injury, and I spent 2 nights here and spent the day down at the beach and on the headland, and it was lovely, very special. So thank you.
Thank you to you.
Okay. Good.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Muchas gracias a todos. Habéis qué momentos más maravillosos. Qué pena no tener un poquito más de tiempo. I'm thinking about I'm sad to have not more time.
Yes.
Time is time. And nos vemos pronto. Un abrazo para todos. Besos. Chao.
Ciao.
Chao.